Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. From way up at the 23. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Always got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 41 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And this will not be returned. Turnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On play action, now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Second down, back to Sanders. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now he'll let it go deep right side.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Hilton. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the Packers going to take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Hurts. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After a 1-point game, 7-6. The kick by Elliott is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And the catch made by Hilton. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second down, back to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. It's taken on the 25. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen carry for Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
26. Check 3, check the 50. 58, 58, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
58. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. right. Here's Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Flushed out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Left side here to Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
The yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Steps away to his left. Hurts fumbles it. And the Packers pick it up. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. Sanders, a first down, still going. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throw us downfield, we run it every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking...